Welcome to Ecosphere Days 2018. I'm Ian Truscott, Global VP of Marketing, and as you can see, we've finished day one and we're getting ready to party. Today we heard from Ted Rubin, Kathy McKnight, Teresa Regley, and Anastasia Lautenbach, who gave us some real thought leadership inspiration. We heard from some great clients, L'Oreal, Jaguar Land Rover, Steinberg, and Slimming World, and we also heard from our partners, who really make it real for our clients. So welcome to Ecosphere Days 2018. What were the key points from your presentation?
Well, I want people to understand that being human is so important, that return on relationship, the value that's accrued by a person or a brand due to nurture relationship is really important, but also to take that beyond is people look at networking and they think that's the end game, and I like to say that a network gives you reach, but a community gives you power, because networks just merely connect, but communities care.
Jaguar Land Rover just moving to us as that one agency providing global cover meant that we could really simplify the asset volume by reducing duplication, etc., and reuse assets. So an asset that's created, for example, in China could be used for the Chinese audience in Canada.
And that's a story I hear a lot with censhare clients. It's this idea of giving visibility to the assets you have and cut down the reuse. Now, you've seen a big savings by doing that, right?
Yeah, it's a few things actually led up to that. The workflow was one component, so we simplified our process and we took out a lot of time. So we could add more work and get more out that way. The asset sharing, the deduplication of work, etc., gave us a total of around about 65 million back to JLR over the last 7 years.
And that's great. And like you said in your presentation, if you can offer that to a CEO, they'll take it.
Absolutely. And that's pounds. Right?
Wow.
So we were talking about building your content and customer experience at House, how having a vision is critical, and then you've got to go through the steps. You've got to have the vision, you've got to then architect how that vision is going to be executed, design to it, so what are the different components, getting into the details, and then it's finding the right team. And making sure that you have all the aspects covered in order to deliver the vision. So it's not just about handing it off to marketing, it's about encompassing and engaging the entire organization to ensure that the customer experience delivered meets and sometimes exceeds expectations.
And what is it that you do at Egmont?
I'm actually a publishing director, so I'm in charge of some of our weeklies and magazines. Well, I was talking a lot about quality and creating quality content and how scared our people were when we told them that we were going to automate part of the working process. And of course, this was all about getting a new editorial system together with censhare. And I mean, people, they really want to make a good job. And they were so afraid that if we automated things, that something would be lost in the process. Now we start working with censhare, and I don't hear any complaints about the quality. So quality has actually gone up. And that's just so amazing.
What do we have to do to make sure that our assets are not just going to get from maybe the old dam to the new dam, but also into other systems like e-commerce and CMS, more downstream, but also targeted to the customer in really relevant ways. So today, we live in a world where assets have to find their way into many different other systems and to many different types of customers. So the key takeaway was really ensuring that you have the right systems and metadata in place to get their assets where they need to go.
Relationships are like muscle tissue. The more you engage them, the stronger and more valuable they become, so be good to people.